one red, pour out the Jameson for ancestors to swig.
You rescue me yet again. You put me first everywhere. You make me feel better than the mother dudes. You rescue me yet again. You put me first everywhere. You make me feel better than the mother dudes.
Thank you for tuning to the Black Fathers Initiative of Cleveland YouTube page. Really appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio, like, subscribe. You know what to do. So, of course, you know what this website or what this page is for. All black everything. Black love, black relationships, black entrepreneurs, black wealth, black community, black solutions, black knowledge. Just all black everything. Black excellence. But today we posted on about some relationship stuff. Now, this is... from I think the page is called 8 at the Table. It's on Facebook. And it was these young ladies basically talking about dating in and out of your league. So I think one of them made a very good good statement that I don't hear from a lot of women. So I'll definitely point that out when she says it. But let's see what they got to say.
Who guys will hit me up in my DM and be like, yo, put me on with her. Put you on with her. This girl's rent is $8,000 a month. Her bills, her business, her whole lifestyle.
She's a boss.
You already know that you're telling me to put you on with somebody that put you on with someone that you cannot even.
You can't even. You gotta at least match.
Wait.
But vice versa.
Not even match. Absolutely.
But what I'm gonna say is this, and we went, and I wanted to say this before. But I'm glad that y'all all said this because now you're going to understand where I'm really coming from. See, let's take dating people's potential out of it. And let's talk about dating people's material. Because that's the world that we live on. And that's the problem on why I made the mistake. Mm-hmm. You know what? Mm-hmm. You look like you don't have a 420 credit score. You have Christian Dior bags and you have red bottoms and YSL every single day. But you don't even know how to get it. Somebody gave it to you. But there's men out here who live off rich friends and get money off their rich friends, and they're in their mansion, posting in their house, and then the girls are buying into them because they're dating off their materials.
That's so true.
And that's the problem that I feel like that be happening. And when it comes to the partnership, that's why we be making mistakes. Because I'm looking at y'all like, oh, you could be a great partner because you have X, Y, and Z. But I don't know how you got X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. And because we think that it takes certain work ethic and drive and certain types of principles to get those things, we kind of confuse it, and then we end up dating out of our league, and those persons are tricking the people to date out of their league as well.
But when I say date at your level, I don't mean that in an offensive kind of way. I'm not saying to say, like, I have these things and you don't have them, so you a bum, get away from me. That's not how I mean it. I just mean you're not there yet, and that's okay, because we weren't always there. Just date at your level, and you can get there eventually. I'm just saying, if you can't even match what this woman is bringing to the table, why are you there?
But
I
feel as if, like, cause
it's not always, and I'm not even talking about money.
I want to just ask y'all a real question.
I don't agree on that.
Why is it a prerequisite when a woman has something that a man has to be?
See, can I just ask
my whole thing? Why is it a prerequisite if, for example, 420 credit score, 820, for a man, for me, it doesn't matter to me about your credit score.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to point that out. Kevin Samuel says that all the time to women. Most men don't care about what you have, honestly.
It doesn't matter to me. You don't have to look like y'all look. You could pull up in sneakers and a sweatsuit, and I can see your value.
I want to answer that.
Okay, so I'm just curious to why when a woman's a boss, they need a boss. When a man's a boss, he needs a partner and he needs a companion.
Because no matter what, whether we're a boss or not, that moment is going to come where we're more than likely going to have children, and we need to be there 100% for that child. And no matter what, nature is nature. The man was made to provide for the home. You got these muscles. You're supposed to do certain things, and the woman is supposed to do certain things.
I don't agree with that.
You don't? I personally
do not
feel,
agree with that.
This is just my own opinion. I personally feel like.
That's her own opinion, but that is facts. She definitely pointed out we have muscles, so we are made to do certain things. You don't see women out there, paving the road and doing construction and things of that nature. I'm not saying women can't do it, and not saying there aren't women doing it, but what I'm saying is the majority of that workforce is men. So she has a point there for sure.
Whether if I'm a boss and I have children, I'm gonna have to solely take care of those children. If I am a boss,
but why you think why do you think if I'm a boss and I have kids, I have to solely take care? Like, what?
And she's thinking that she's going to be single for some reason when she has kids. And that's a messed up mentality to have, because she's like, if I'm a boss and when I have kids, I'm going to have to solely take care of my kids. So you don't plan on being married when you have kids? You don't plan on having a husband or a significant other when you have kids? I'm just saying, very, very attractive young women. I mean, I'm quite sure, somebody would love to, show you guys some love. She got a little Chanel, what's that called? A pendant, piguette or something like that. That's nice. But yeah, the way she's talking like she's already planning on being a single mother.
Where's that coming from?
well, I don't know. I'm just saying from my perspective. I don't know if it's the right perspective, it's the wrong perspective. Y'all know I'm open to everybody's perspective. I'm just saying from my perspective. And if I'm a boss and I'm dating someone who doesn't have their stuff together and they're staying at home with the kids, now I'm taking care of the man. I don't think it's a terrible thing, but I just feel like
I'm not talking about taking care of the man. I'm not asking you to take care of the man. You could be making $1 million and I'm making $80,000, $100,000, and we in the same home. Why would I have to be making $1 million to be
Who said that,
of
though?
love?
No.
This is what I'm
no,
asking.
just different.
saying a
Okay,
boss
you're
lady
right,
and a
because then
boss.
that's a different league.
This is what I'm saying, and I'm saying within the leagues for us as men. That's why I'm asking you the question, because I really want to know. Why do women, when they have the money and have the power, why do they look for a man that has money and power? Why are they not looking for a companion? Because if I have the money, real shit, I don't need you to have the money.
I agree. I think people
I need
do
you
that.
to be my
No?
partner. I need you to love me, have my backbone, rub my back when it's tough times. And if you want to come bring some money to the table, let's do it. You want to bring some
Ideas.
some technology
Absolutely.
to the table,
I agree with that.
then let's go on and do that. But in the woman's mind, I really want you to think, why does a man have to meet you at your level to be legit if you're a boss? Do you think that there's not enough men around? Is there any test?
Well, I don't know what happened with that. I think they cut that, but why do men have to meet a woman at their level if they feel like they're a boss? I think that for most women, it's not the same. Of course, it's not the same for women as it is for men. I think Dave Chappelle said it the best. He said a woman's goal in life is materials. A man's goal in life is a woman. So, unless you find a woman whose goal in life is a man, her goal in life is material. So, when we're dating women or when we're out dating women, we have to show that we can provide, that we, got money, that we can do certain things with, and that we can budget, and that we can this, and that we can that. Women don't really have to show that. I mean, that's something that is probably shown throughout the relationship, but that's not something shown off top like it is for a man. Because, like, I just seen an excerpt where the woman was like, man got to be able to take me on a date. I mean, if he can't take me on a date, then, and like I said, I mean, I don't know what type of men she was dealing with that can't afford to take her on a date, but, I know most of the men that I know who are out dating, they can definitely afford to take a woman wherever they want to go. That's, just part of being a man, having a job, and, being able to just do things. So, it was weird. But what Esso is saying is definitely true. Women definitely look for men to be on their level. But like I said, I just feel like it's more so because they're, most women aren't focused on a man. A man isn't their thing. So at the end of the day, they're going to always be, not all women, but most women are going to always focus on the materialistic and the finances before they focus on the man. Most women I talk to, they be like, I've been single for years and I just been focusing on myself. And you just be like, oh, okay. And that be that. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him for a little while, and you'd be like, oh, okay, I don't like you. So, I don't know, whatever you did with yourself definitely didn't change the way I feel about you.
Best market for what you're bringing to the table. You have an 820 credit score. You're making a lot of money. Where is your marketplace? Are there people that you think, are there men that you think that need what you have?
There are. I just think that, and I'm probably speaking from experience, but I think that men don't want that. Men want to be the provider. Men don't want to, you can say that. And maybe some men are like that. Like, I don't care if my girl makes more money than me. I don't care if she's bringing more to the table. I'm good. I'm chilling. But a lot of men are not open to that. A lot of men don't want that. They want to be the one in control. They want to be the one to provide.
So you think the money gives the man the control?
It can.
Because
Yes. Money gives the man more control. Absolutely. Well, it's all based off of your household and your perspective and how you do things. Because there's some relationships out there where a woman still respects her man and the man still has control even though the woman makes the most money. See, what it used to be was when the man made, the most money and the woman usually didn't have a job back in the day. The husband would come home and usually give the check to the wife. The wife would take the check, pay the bills, do everything he got to do, and I'm quite sure, usually the man would keep a couple dollars or whatever. But that's usually how it was. And that's because he was the breadwinner. Now imagine if a woman came home and gave her check to her man, and her man divvied up the bills and did everything that they were supposed to do. Do you think that things would run better or smoother? I think things would run better or smoother if that was the mentality now, but that's not the mentality now. The mentality now is the woman comes home, keeps her own check, pays her own bills, and you're just sitting there like, and that's where, oh, man can't do nothing for me, Well, a man can't do nothing for you because you do everything for yourself. You don't even give a man the opportunity to even do anything for you because you're so used to being so independent and doing everything yourself. So men could definitely be helpful and do things because I feel like men are definitely better with money. Not all men, but most men are pretty good with money and budgeting and paying bills and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's the mentality that I would look at a woman who's just like, all right, well, I'm the breadwinner and my man stays at home. Then I'm going to come home, get this nigga the check, nigga, you pay the bills, make sure the house is straight, whatever. If you got to stay at home dude. Most dudes ain't stay at home dudes. Most dudes is out there hustling in one shape or form. And I think that's what the discrepancy comes out to be a lot of times. Because if you out there hustling and you ain't really making no big money, then she just looking at you like you just leaving the house to get the fuck out the house when you could be in the house doing something productive. But if you actually getting up and going to work and coming home and actually helping pay the bills and stuff like that, then that's a lot different. She's going to look at you a lot different and treat you a lot different. And you deserve to be treated a lot different because you're doing the thing.
In my situation, my wife for the last 5 years has made more money than me. It don't matter to me though.
It don't matter to you.
Yeah, I'm saying I know more. Yeah. No, I do know most men care, right? But do you think that men who make their own money care about the dollar amount?
No.
If I'm making enough money to take care of myself and you, and still take trips, right? Does it matter that you're making
at that
more money
point,
than
no,
me?
because we both get money.
If a woman,
but I'm talking about if I have these things and you don't have anything. I'm not talking about I have more than you. You may have a little less. No, I'm not talking about that.
Would you date a man that don't have nothing?
I have done that.
You don't like it?
No, but it went with dating his potential, right? Because I could look at you and see millions and say, you have the potential to go out there and get it. But if you ain't going out there to get it, I'm dating out of my league.
What you think, Jada?
Nah, that's very, very very, very enlightening from a young black woman. She definitely understands what it's about. And, she's dope. That's dope. It's the first time I've actually heard a black woman really say that out of her mouth. Like, yo, even though she said she was dating a nigga that was broke, but she said she was dating his potential. And that's what I had said earlier. Like, you have to be able, as a woman, you should be able to look at a man, not even look at a man, but be around a man and feel a man out and know, okay, is this a bum ass nigga? Or is this a nigga trying to do something with his life and really trying to make something happen? or is he just a worker? Because some guys are just workers. Is he a worker? Does he just work all the time? Okay, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? But you should be able to buy, I would say within the first 30 to 60 days, you should be able to fill a man out, know what type of man you're dealing with, and if this is something that you want to deal with, long term. Because I've actually met women, because I'm a business owner, so I've actually met women who were like, yo, I don't like dating business owners because, my baby daddy was a business owner and, he took my money and he never did anything with it in the business and yada, 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 yada. So it's like, can I get mad at them for being skeptical of not wanting to date a business owner because the people that they have dated have played them and not been successful in business? No, I can't fault them for that. I just got to be like, okay, well, hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, and keep it moving.
I think that it's safe to say that we all try to date in our league, but we all fail to date into our league.
Whoa, why do you think that dating in our league? Because I don't necessarily think dating within the league is a bad thing. Why do y'all feel like as women that you need to date up and you can't date within your league?
I personally think that it's safe to date in your league. Well, I think it's safe to date out of your league. Everybody just has to come to an agreement, and you have to respect the individual that you're with.
All right.
So, yeah, I mean, dating out of your league for women is going to, once again, we all know the statistics. And, women are just, have been put in a position where they are making more money, and a lot of them are making a few more moves than black men. You can blame that on some. You can blame some of it on some black men not being as ambitious as they probably should be to be more successful. You can blame it on there not being a lot of black men out here because they're locked up or they're either dead or in jail. So when I look at women like this, because they look like some, successful young ladies. But they look like they're young. And once again, if they're looking for and if they're making 6 figures, 7 figures a year, and they're looking for a black man to match that, it's going to be hard for them to find. But it's possible. But like they said, these young ladies, I could say, they're definitely above average. I would say if they were probably picking, I would have to put them at like 8, 9s for real, because they were pretty bad. Well, I would say maybe Vanessa might have been a 10. I think they might have been all 10s. They were all pretty bad. They were all pretty bad chicks. And their mentality didn't seem too ugly either. Like they seemed like they had some pretty good mentality, some pretty good heads on their shoulders. So make sure to follow those young ladies. I know I'm gonna follow them. Might even see if they want to debate about some things sometime, because I'm all about sitting down talking about relationships. It's always something I'm down to do. But yeah, so once again, appreciate the love. Thanks for stopping by. www.blackfathersofcleveland.com, and go there and check out some of the things we've been doing in the community. Really appreciate the love. Peace.